Okay, the house for Thursday is in Parkland, and it's coming up right here. It's this house right here on the water. The negative we have to take into consideration is this road here. It's an access road to these different subdivisions through here. And the house is right on the corner of that. I can point in here. And it's got, I don't believe it has a fence, but it does have some bushes and trees here. And the reason I kept on going with this and not pass on it is that anything that's in this area has been selling so fast that it's a prime market for this particular area. Here's a picture of the house, and I don't know why my PDFs are coming out so flush like this, but I'll have to look into that. From the property appraiser, here's the overhead view of the house, and this is the house here, right here. So the pool area and that stuff is kind of barricaded by the house itself. So the way it's laid out, you're not going to catch much of the noise on it. Through here, and pool's right there. So you're not going to see, with all this through here, you're not going to see it. It's just a question of how much you might hear it. It's not going to be like a 595 type of noise through here. On the property appraiser, it was built in 1997. I mean, 2000s when they bought the house, so it's not any danger of Chinese drywall. It has a value of $558. Interesting note is that what is selling in this subdivision, larger house, is $1.2 million on 318. This was a point lot house. You go through here, it had a value of $1.4 million just about. And as you look at what it looked like, it was a monster of a house right here, you can see. Oh, sorry about that. So that's the house right through here. And then there was another house that came through and sold $1.1 million, and it's got about a $971,000 property appraiser, and it's right here. And this is about one island of homes down from the CACE house. It's on water, a little bit better position than the CACE house on it. As you look at, this is the house that sold for $1.1 million is right here. I didn't have those in the comps. I really just pulled numbers from the one isolated area on here, not knowing if these are different subdivisions or what they are. I'm trying to stay away from going to a broad search and not indicating and doing another Largo Mar Country Club versus the small section. So I stayed within that. As you look at it, it has a almost $800,000 judgment. CACE is super clean. It's got a $558,000 property appraiser value. You look at the sales in the area, and the sales in the area, 749 is the lowest. You've got 1 million to 1.3 million, so it's a very high market, and not a lot of things up for sale on that. You look at the MLS comps through here, and the first one I've got here is a smaller house, 3,900 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom. I think this house is going to be a 5-bedroom, and as you take a look at it, it's a little bit different configuration on like that. And then you come down to this house sold for $640, and I had to go a year out, so that was July of last year. This house here is 4,000 square feet. It's still 700 square feet smaller than the CACE house, so CACE house must be a 5-bedroom. I don't know that to be sure, but I assume that. And when you look at it, this looks like the CACE house. Instead of this rotunda round here, CACE house has a square look view up here. So if you look at that, you can see that it's more of a square look. Here's what the CACE house has, and if you look at numbers over here, that has a round one. So I think it's similar to this type of house. This house sold in November at $645, and it's a smaller size house. So looking at the numbers, you take those two comps in the market, and one was on the market for 14 days, one on the market for 30 days that sold. Basically, the average out at $160 a square foot. It's total market, total square foot. So I put the total square foot in here for the Case house. And if you go to the 160, you really soar up there into the 700s. Because of that road back there, I took it down to starting out at 150, and I say about 139. So you're going to be at 663, which is just slightly above these two, but they're also, it's a large house. And got plenty of money in here. With that big size of a house, it's going to need a lot of painting and possibly some updating into it. So just a question of how big of an issue that road would be. I don't think it's a 595. It is an issue, but I think I've compensated for that with the numbers here. So that's what's up for sale tomorrow.